Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today I am doing the oyster shell from the September 2026 resin mold box. I have some of my pink glitter that I'm going to just put into my already mixed up Bond Crafter resin. I'm going to load up that resin with glitter, get it nice and saturated. I will be adding my Elmer's clear glue to it though. Try to get that glitter suspended throughout. Maybe I won't, because I want the glitter just at the top rim. Oh no. No, I better add glitter, just in case. I want to try to get, it to, like, fade into, another shade of pink. So, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We're gonna try it. So let's put the Elmer's glue in. We're gonna just put a couple drops into this mixture. Yeah, 1 or 2 drops will be fine. Make it gloopy. I want the glitter, like I said, just at the top rim. Then I'm going to let that cure up just a little bit. Mix up another shade of pink. And then let that cure up. And then mix in another lighter shade of pink. So I'm trying to get the ombre. I don't know if it'll work or not. I haven't done an ombre effect yet. So we're just going to try it out in this little oyster shell trinket dish. I thought it would be cute in that. And of course it has to have glitter around the top edge to make it sparkle and shine a little bit. So I've got that all mixed up. I'm going to spray my mold as usual with the isopropyl alcohol. Going to swish around my pinky finger in there. Make sure it gets down into the corner of that shell. This is a cute little dish, so I like the shape of it. I think this technique will work well with it. And if nothing else, at least it has some glitter around the top edge. Want to make sure I get it into the tip of that where the point is on that shell. Make sure there's no bubbles forming. The glue kind of makes it cure faster, but it also makes it harder for me anyway to tell if there's bubbles in there because it's so thick. So I'm going to just run around the edge on this and tip it back and forth just to get it to run. There's enough isopropyl alcohol in there where it's making it run throughout. You could probably see that in the video. I saw it for a split second there. But I'm going to just get a little bit on this side, put this aside and let it cure up and come back for my next color. My next color is purple from NIC Pro, but it really looks like a hot pink to me. So I'm going to put that for my next layer. And then I will put the light pink on the bottom for my top layer as you're looking at it. I have the pinkish purple mixed up. I guess it does kind of look more purple now that it's mixed. In the package, it looked kind of like a hot pink to me. Oh, maybe I need my eyes checked. I don't know. I'm going to get that poured in. I'm not going to fill it up. I'm just going to put a little bit in because I want that next layer to just have a different shade in it. So we'll get that in there, let that cure, and then come back for the next color. Time for some pink from NIC Pro. I have my resin already mixed up. I'm going to just grab a little bit of my pink mica powder, get it in there and get it stirred up. This is a really pretty color pink. It's nice and soft and kind of pearlescent. It's very pretty. I like it. We are going to zhuzh it up just a little bit and add some very fine glitter. This is from Walmart. It's kind of like an iridescent pink. So I'm going to get that stirred in there. Look at that shimmer. That's so pretty. All right, grab our mold. We'll give it another spray of isopropyl alcohol. The first 2 layers are completely cured. I think I should have came back sooner when it was just tacky so it wouldn't be a hard line of cure, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I can always do it again and just give it, an hour or so to set up and come back with the next color, but we're going to try it this way and see what happens. All right, I am going to put that in my tray, my curing machine tray, so I can finish topping it off and then be able to move it without spilling it, because I will spill it. Give it a spray of isopropyl alcohol and I will be back for demold. Okay, let's see what happened. We'll get this demolded. Hopefully it won't be too difficult and I don't have a bubble in the end where that tip is. Oh no, it's pretty easy. Okay, I can already see it didn't really ombre, but that looks good. I'm not mad at that. That's actually very pretty. You just cannot see a third color. It looks like it's all that pinkish, dark pink, purple. And really, it doesn't look purple. It does still look pinkish. So, okay. Not bad, not bad. No third color whatsoever, but I like it. I think it looks pretty good. It needs a little trim at the bottom, little thin overage, but that's really pretty. All right, what do you think? Not bad. This could be done in so many colors. Lots of possibilities with this one. I did have a little bit of leftover pink, so I threw it into this butterfly. So let's just demold that quick and take a look at it. Very cute. All right, I like that. Well, that is it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what colors would you have used. Here's a few final pictures for you.
Little jars lined on the table, every color, every shade I saved. Gloves on, hair tied, MnTTreasures in my hands, liquid dreams turning into plans.
Thanks for watching.